What happens when a universe defined by primal forces of light and dark collides with an apocalypse of insatiable hunger? In a cataclysmic tear between realities, we are about to find out. The sky above New York splits open. Not with thunder, but with a silent, sickening tear in the fabric of space. From this dimensional rift, a tide of rot and decay spills forth. The familiar forms of Marvel's greatest heroes twisted into ghoulish caricatures of their former selves. Their eyes burn with a singular purpose as they descend upon the world of Top Cow. A wave of cosmic horror driven by an endless, gnawing hunger for living flesh. This is not just an invasion, it is a plague. And the first to witness its arrival are the very forces that govern this reality. Before the first screams can echo through the streets, shadows coalesce and writhe in defiance. From the heart of the city's darkness, Jackie Estacado emerges, not as a man, but as a living embodiment of the void. The darkness answers his call, erupting from his body in a storm of chittering, razor-sharp constructs. Demonic tendrils, bladed arms, and monstrous jaws of pure shadow surge into the undead horde, tearing through decaying muscle and bone. Each zombie that falls is replaced by two more, but the darkness is relentless. An infinite army of nightmares battling an infinite army of the dead. For every hero's form, the darkness rips asunder. The chilling truth becomes clear. This enemy does not feel fear, only hunger. The glint of ancient power answers the surge of shadow. On a nearby rooftop, the Witchblade awakens on the arm of Detective Sarah Pitt's crimson glow, a beacon of defiance against the spreading corruption. The symbiotic artifact responds to her will, transforming into a wicked, shimmering blade that cleaves through the undead with supernatural ease. With each fluid, precise movement, Sarah becomes a whirlwind of righteous fury. The Witchblade shifting from a protective shield that deflects Gulu's claws to an elegant weapon that severs zombified heads from their shoulders. At her side, Tom Judge stands firm, his own mystical powers a bulwark against the unholy tide. His resolve is unshakable as the ancient artifacts he commands. Together, they hold the line, a partnership of steel and sorcery against the encroaching apocalypse. Just as the sheer number of zombies threatens to overwhelm them, the heavens themselves answer the call to war. A searing column of light pierces the blighted sky, and from it descends the Angelus, the incarnation of light and order. Her celestial form radiates a purity so intense that the nearest Marvel zombies ignite upon her arrival, their corrupted flesh turning to ash in her holy presence. Wielding a spear forged from creation's first dawn, she moves through the abominations not as a warrior, but as a cleansing fire. Her light incinerates the undead plague, a stark and brilliant contrast to the creeping shadows of the darkness. Two primordial enemies forced into a desperate alliance against a common, world-ending threat. The battle rages, a visceral, epic clash that shakes the very foundations of the Top Cow universe. The shadow constructs of the darkness tear and rend. The Witchblade carves a path of destruction, and the holy fire of the Angelus purifies the battlefield. It is a desperate, brutal conflict where every inch of ground is paid for in blood and iron. The heroes of this reality fight with a ferocity born of desperation, defending their existence against an enemy that cannot be reasoned with, cannot be intimidated, and will never, ever stop. The fate of their entire universe hangs precariously in the balance, threatened by the gnashing teeth of a fallen reality. But in a war where the enemy is infinite and victory is measured in moments of survival, calmed, even the greatest champions must ask themselves, how long can you fight before the hunger consumes everything?